I'm going to slice the conversation into 6 pieces. They spell the word future, as has been said. And the first is fast, to do with the speed of change. And one of the challenges for you is that the world can change even faster than you can draw up a syllabus. And that, my friends, is your greatest challenge. You know, it really is. And, you know, I contribute. My books are used as resource materials and syllabuses. And I think there's been 10 million different people come to the site. At least 5 million of them are in your schools. In fact, not quite that many, but 60% of that 5 million are high school or college students from America. And they're using the materials on this site, and it's a struggle for me to keep them up to date because, like you, the world changes. My world is on the outer edge of this radar screen, not on the center, not on the syllabus materials. My world, in working with large corporations, is the area of uncertainty. It's wild cards, low probability but high impact risks. 1% probability per year. But if you have enough of those kinds of wild cards in a business or an organization or even a school, then the chances are you get hit by a significant number of them every single year. And you think, how unlikely can you be? And how unlucky can you be? We've had this and this and this, and we've had to spend so much time looking at these wild cards, these unexpected events. But my friend, that is what the future is. I'll give you an example of one that may not any longer be a wild card, sadly, and that's bird flu. We don't know what the risk of this virus is in terms of mutating and hopping rapidly between humans, but the World Health Organization puts that risk. What do you think the risk is? No one knows the answer, but what do you think the risk is of bird flu mutating inside someone who has ordinary flu and coming out as an infectious agent that can sweep rapidly through all the schools in America? What is the risk of that happening at some point in the next 5 years? What do you think?
5%.
5%? There's no right answer. You can't be wrong here. 30%?
99%.
The World Health Organization says 100% risk. And by the way, when it starts to spread, you'll discover something else about the future. The future, my friends, is not about bird flu, not about history, not even about September 11. So the future is about emotion. And emotional reactions to events will shape it. And bird flu is a good example. Even if bird flu turns out to be just as dangerous as ordinary flu, no more, we will see an emotional reaction when that virus starts to spread. For sure. When 6 people blew themselves up on the metro in my city of London, there was an emotional reaction. People said to me, "Are you still happy to live in London?" I said, "My friend, I've worked out that even if a suicide bomber blew themselves up every single day, it would be safer for me to travel on the metro than to walk home." It's an emotional thing. And we need to understand emotion. And how people will think, how these kids you're entrusted with will feel about life when they get to the age of 35. That will control the choices that they make and the world they live in.